Thanks, Mashilo. As you say, all protocol observed, and I know normally when I start out, I'm going to forget certain people, and like you, I typically hear about it afterwards. So, the Honourable Minister Shabongu, the MEC, Mr. Norman Mokoena, he's the MEC of Economic Development, Mayor Tsotsetsi, esteemed guests, friends, we actually still do have a few left, and our non-executive directors, we've got 3 of them here today. Special welcome to all of you. As the CEO and the President, and that's a Canadian thing, I just explained it to the MEC now. I mean, it's really just a Canadian thing. I'm extremely proud to be here today and to address all of you. The moment is a triumph for all who have contributed to creating our exceptional company, both in South Africa and the USA, for believing in what is possible and delivering it. In the 4.5 years, and you've heard Mashilo and you've heard the others talk about it, following the commencement of the decline box cut here at Burnstone, we evolved from a so-called greenfields project to a production facility, during which time we focused on mine construction, infrastructure development, and early-stage establishment of an operating environment. It seems like a short time, and it probably is for those of you here. But the team has successfully delivered the mine and associated infrastructure. Despite unexpected delays which impacted on the completion date by nearly 7 months, we can finally show off, and I really mean show off, the final product here today. Those of you that took a drive around and actually saw that as well. Looking back, I'd like to highlight some important milestones. In 2007, we completed transactions to achieve our 26% ownership of our South African projects by historically disadvantaged South Africans. And this all needs to have been done by 2014. We did it all in 2007. As a result, Trenta Burnstone and Joshua is here today as a non-executive and also a representative. They're a black economic empowerment company, and they own approximately 20 million Great Basin Gold shares. And this is in compliance of the Mineral and Petroleum Resources Development Act, as well as the Mining Charter. On March the 10th, 2008, we announced that the Department of Mineral Resources had approved an amendment environmental management plan for the sinking of the vertical shaft. Our application for a mining right was granted on October 28th of the same year, effective February the 17th of the previous year, but for a period of 18 years. The 18 years at that time was based on the reserves available for mining. As we continue to explore over the last few years, we've actually been underground, we've gained the underground experience, we've accessed the ore body. The reserves have increased, and based on our latest estimates, the life of mine at Burnstone is estimated between 23 and 25 years, and even at a slightly higher production rate than what we initially anticipated. 2008, a horror year for some, left many companies scarred by the global economic crisis, and we started 2009 with a courageous decision to focus on rebuilding our balance sheet, restoring financial liquidity, and continuing to develop our mines. We were faced with a decision to either take on extremely expensive debt or mothball the Burnstone project. Standing here today, I believe we took the right decision. We are producing gold at a time when the gold price is at an all-time high. We can now repay that expensive debt. 2010, that's only a few months ago as well, was a defining year for Great Basin Gold in positioning itself as a serious emerging gold producer. More so at Burnstone, we intersected the reef on February the 4th, and our assays to date indicate results either in line or better than expected. We conducted the final blast for our vertical shaft in April, and in May we completed the raise boring of the ventilation shaft. The access decline, and I'm going to repeat that, Mashilo, sorry. The vertical shaft, the ventilation shafts, as well as the metallurgical plant, where we crush and mill the rock from the mine and leach the gold, are now complete, as is the associated infrastructure. And today we stand before you as a company that is finally pouring gold, generating revenue and returns for our shareholders. A summary of the Burnstone mine project shows the following. We have a 20 million ounce resource, one of the 10 largest ore bodies left to be mined in the world today. Using 105 million or 800 million acquisition and exploration cost, bear in mind this was since 2002, I think, Patrick, we have a 6.36 million proven and probable ounces in the reserve category. So that's a current mine plan, proven and probable, which came at a cost of $16 or 125 Rand per ounce. Of course, to build the mine's a bit more expensive. So in the last 3 years mainly, we've spent approximately $374 million, or nearly 3,000 million Rand to build the mine. A lot more than what we initially expected, and due to currency fluctuations and changes, and bringing a dollar in at 6.50 instead of 9 Rand means that you don't have all those rands to spend that you initially anticipated. Bear in mind, that's a significant investment by our shareholders. Great Basin Gold is a Canadian company, so this is an investment in the future of South Africa. And then lastly, we plan to directly employ approximately 1,100 people. This is phase one, our initial mine development. Great Basin Gold's bedrock culture is summarized in 2 words: responsible delivery. To the shareholders who finance our operations, but equally important to our people, to our environment, and to the communities that host our mines. Well, we are acutely aware that mining activities impact on the natural environment. However, we believe that mining can coexist with the environment if activities are conducted in a safe, responsible manner. Later in today's proceedings, Burnstone's General Manager, Vusi Khumalo, will share with you more detail regarding our environmental responsibilities. In terms of responsible delivery to the community, corporate social responsibility is the key strategic component of Great Basin Gold's development and operational business practice. The goal being to align and integrate our operations with the needs of the communities. Burnstone's comprehensive CSR program has resulted not purely from the need to comply with the social and labor plan for the purpose of acquiring a mining right, and I think we've proved that from the first day we got involved in the area, but also because we fundamentally believe in community engagement for socio-economic development. Since the construction phase of Burnstone Mine, and in partnership with the Dippenaar local municipality and various national authorities, we have invested extensively in building a sustainable local economy, and we will continue to do so during the life of mine. Many of our implemented programs revolve around establishing social infrastructure focused on community health, poverty alleviation, education and skills development, job creation and small business enterprise development, the glue needed for social cohesion. In addition, with the exception of temporary accommodation for contractors, one will not find infrastructure typically associated with a South African migratory labor environment at Burnstone. We will not be building hostels and associated infrastructure. We have chosen to invest these funds in our local communities. We provide the same decent living out allowances to all our employees to enable them to become homeowners, thereby ensuring a stronger family-based community. I'm nearly done. The company has made a significant contribution to Dippenaar's integrated development planning by providing project management capacity to the municipality. This has made it possible for the municipality to access infrastructure development grants from national government and also resulted in the signing of a land availability agreement with the Mpumalanga Housing Development Finance Corporation for the construction of 188 affordable housing units, 98 of which were completed last year. I do hope that we can extend this agreement and continue to build houses for our community members. This is over and above our employees. This is in the real, true community members. We still have a far way to go to eradicate shacks in Dippenaar. In addition, we have signed a memorandum of understanding with the Mpumalanga Economic Growth Agency to assist with local economic development in Dippenaar. In partnership with CEDA, we have established the Imvuselo Business Development and Resource Center in the heart of Siatemba. And we fairly recently upgraded 3 multi-purpose centers that form part of an orphan feeding scheme. Our procurement strategy caters for measures to attract outside suppliers to the area for possible franchises, partnerships, and joint ventures with local suppliers, getting them to invest locally, thereby also creating employment. And I think those of you, that have been involved with the project from day one, and if I asked a few of you who's been here since the last 5 years, there's a few of you here. And those of you living in the community, you can actually see the change when you drive through town. It's not enough, but it's the beginning. We are confident that a large number of mining consumables will be purchased from these suppliers when the mine is in full production. Despite all of the above, I still believe we can achieve more. If we get to a situation where the company, local business, local and provincial government can pool their financial resources, we might just be able to provide more opportunities to the community. The area suffers from extremely high levels of unemployment and poverty. We cannot employ everybody, but we are committed to play a meaningful role in making a real difference. Gold mining remains a long-term business, which requires a quality ore body, a detailed exploration program, and of course funding from shareholders to deliver the project. We are confident that continued exploration at both the Burnstone mine and our Nevada operations will deliver more of the exciting results we have seen to date. A special thank you to all our shareholders for their faith and patience and who have provided the necessary funding to build the mine. The Burnstone employees for their effort and hard work in making this possible. Our partners or contractors, as they are known elsewhere, the results of your input is here for everybody to see. Our progress towards delivery so far has been possible or made possible by input from all members of the Great Basin team. That would be my team at corporate. They look haggard, or we look haggard some days. The team here at Burnstone, led by Vusi, and the team at our Nevada operations, led by Paul Hewitt. I pay tribute to each one of you, which has made today possible. Thank you.